about how important habits are. I didn't know this at first. So I was a baseball player for many years, and as any athlete can tell you, there are all kinds of habits that you have at practice, rituals, things like that. And I was benefiting from that. My strength coach would tell me to do something, or my coaches would hold me accountable to certain habits, and that would help pull the rest of my life in line. Mm-hmm. I always did better in school when I had sports as well. It would like give me something to anchor my day around. And so I knew that it was working, but I didn't have a language for it. And so it was only until maybe 5 years after my career ended and I finished graduate school and I started like looking into this stuff a little bit more that I started to come across the science of habit formation and behavior change and developed a language for it and started to write about it. So I kind of implicitly knew it was important, but didn't discover that the actual way to write about it until later. Now, the second thing here, though, is that as I dug into the topic more, I started to like unearth these layers and realize, wow, this is actually even more important than I thought. And this comes back to the point that you made a few minutes ago, which is that habits are, one of the phrases I'd like to use is that pretty much any of the results in your life are a lagging measure of your habits, right? So your weight is a lagging measure of your eating habits, your bank account is a lagging measure of your financial habits, your clutter is a lagging measure of your cleaning habits. Like the outcomes are just the manifestation of the behaviors that preceded them. Right. So you kind of get what you repeat in that way. Well, that makes sense. People understand that that's important. So that's one reason why habits are crucial. But there's another thing that habits do that is even more central, even more important. And that is that your habits are the way that you embody a particular identity. So every morning that you make your bed, you embody the habits of, you embody the identity of an organized person, someone who's clean. Every time you go to the gym, you embody the identity of someone who is fit. Every time you sit down to write a sentence or a page, you embody the identity of someone who's a writer. And so in that sense, habits are like, every action you take is kind of like a vote for the type of person that you believe that you are. And as you take these actions, you build up evidence of a particular identity. And pretty soon, your beliefs have something to like root themselves in. It's like, man, I've showed up at the gym for 4 days a week for the last 3 months. I guess like I'm the type of person who doesn't miss workouts. And that I think is the true reason why habits are so important. Once I realized how beliefs and behaviors are connected, that it's like this two-way street, then I've started to think, all right, maybe this is really something. Not only does it deliver those external results, the clean room or the, bigger bank account, but also the internal results of shaping your sense of